I'm gonna say this every single time I hear this type of news from Nintendo or any source that's reported on Nintendo. Do not buy a Nintendo Switch 2. I know it's gonna fall on deaf ears, people are just gonna buy it anyway, but I'm just gonna warn you now, it's pretty much a bad idea to buy a Nintendo Switch 2, especially if you're into collecting physical games. Yeah, it's rearing its ugly head. You know what I'm gonna talk about exactly right now. So does anybody remember when Nintendo said that they had no plans to use game key cards on their first party games? Well, guess what? Spoiler alert, this is going to be a huge one. They're planning on doing it with Pokopia. Don't believe me? Here's a straight video from them.
Did you know the Nintendo Switch 2 system has two types of physical game cards? The first type are standard game cards, and the second are called game key cards. These cards are marked with a key icon here. They also include this information on the front of the packaging.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably thinking to yourself, Gar, you're overreacting. Don't you see the sample card right there? Don't you see it like it's a sample right there? They're just using it as an example so people can actually pay attention and just read it and say, oh, this is just an example. This is not a big deal. Well, you know what though? You know what dear old Gara decided to do? He decided to go to the Pokemon Company's website and look up the information for himself. And lo and behold, guess what dear old Gara found? And you're never going to believe what I found. Something called product information about Pokopia. And you know what dear old Gara decided to do? He decided to read the whole thing, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, dissecting the whole information and taking notes. And you know what dear old Gara found? He found 3 examples that help prove his, accusation towards Nintendo. This software has modes and functions that require an environment that can be connected to the internet and a subscription to Nintendo Switch Online paid. Now you may be saying, oh, that's just multiplayer, Gar. That's nothing to get all up in a tizzy about. Well, you didn't let me finish. For the package version key card, please prepare the following: internet connection environment, 10 gigabytes or more free space. Additional space may be required for update data, etc. The main software is downloadable when you play for the first time. For more information about key cards, please check the official Nintendo website. Now, a lot of you are saying, bro, that's just a Japanese website. What are you talking about? This could be just for Japan, just by itself. Then explain to me why I go straight to GameStop's website and to Amazon's website and I see this. Why do I still see this with a game key card attached to it? Shouldn't it have been, I don't know, taken care of by Nintendo to fix up the misconceptions that is going on currently right now? Or try to quell some of the fire, say hey, look, this is not true. We just use it as a sample. Why do you think they haven't came out and done that yet? I'll tell you exactly why they haven't done it yet. Because they're going to be pushing this upon you whether you like it or not. And the only saving grace that you can prevent this from happening is not buying Nintendo's BS that they want to shove down your throat. But I know all of you. I know from the Nintendo fans to the Nintendo fanboys, you're going to buy it. You have no control over yourselves at all to not go out and purchase this. Because why? Because apparently you have to make Nintendo happy when it should be the other way around. And you know what disgusts me the most? You know what just absolutely drives me up a wall? So about, I don't know, maybe a couple hours ago before I started to work on this video, I found a little thing on their website. Yeah, the game. Guess what? It popped up on the website, what's its date and everything, right? Like when it's going to release, all that type of stuff. All the important information that you would need to know where to make a decision on this game, right? I want you guys to take a bit of a guess on how much this game is actually going to be. Nope. If you said $30, $40, which would be the most reasonable price for this game, it's going to be $70. This Cozy Life Pokemon game is going to be $70. And they don't even have the audacity, and I mean the audacity, to at least put it on a card for you guys so you can have it physical to enjoy. And it's only 10 gigabytes. You're telling me a digital product that's 10 gigabytes can't be put onto a card for people to enjoy Nintendo? How many corners must you guys skip in order to make profits? Honest to God, when is enough and enough, to be honest? And I see the replies online too. I see people are extremely mad. How about we go over that real quickly? Like, let me show you guys real quickly. I don't want to use a game key card. Put the damn game on the card. You know, I would have a little respect for these people and tell them, yeah, I'm happy for you guys standing up for your rights as consumers. But let's be honest here for a quick second. This is the Nintendo base fans, basically. These are the people that literally bought cardboard for their Nintendo Switch. Anybody remember that one? Because I sure as heck remember that one. Like, what is stopping Nintendo from seriously listening to you guys? You guys have no control over yourselves, especially when it comes to like their big IPs like Mario, Zelda, and most importantly, Pokemon. Pokemon sells like hotcakes. Like, even I knew from the get-go that Pokemon Legend ZA was going to sell well regardless of how everybody felt, because that's just how it is. Nobody has self-control anymore. They could literally make the most buggiest and disastrous game known to man and slap a label of Pokemon on top of it, and people would buy it like hotcakes. So I will iterate the question again. What's stopping from Nintendo from listening to you guys? No, I seriously gotta know. But we got a couple more. This is interesting. And seeing how they straight up say that game key cards contain no game data instead of trying to do a positive spin on it. Yeah, guess what? You want to know why they're not putting a positive little spin on it? It's due to the fact that they don't have to. You're trapped in their ecosystem now. Now you're just a bunch of suckers that are going to shovel money out for whatever they do with their products. Congratulations, you're stuck in the ecosystem, and the only way you're gonna freely break out of it is if you come to PC. But you know what though? I don't want you people coming to PC. You wanna know why? It's because you're gonna plague the whole land of PC and just make it worse for everybody, just like you did with Nintendo. All you guys did is just reinforce the bad decisions Nintendo did every single time. It never stops. I am a Nintendo fan. I want to assure you, Nintendo, I don't like game key cards. Why do these people actually think Nintendo's gonna listen to them in the comment section? If they're not gonna listen to reviews on websites where there's actual feedback coming directly from them, from like actual customers to them, what do you think they're going to do listening to comment sections? Even on their own videos, what do you think they're going to do? Oh, we're sorry, Jim Bobabo. We're sorry we made you upset. We'll go ahead and put it on the regular cart. No, because you know what the thing is, though? The only thing that Nintendo cares about is money. Like, that's the bottom line here. If you guys actually spend wisely with your money, you guys could actually have some swaying power in this decision right here with Nintendo. Because let's be honest here for a quick second. If any of the big IPs are on there, it's going to sell well. Because I do expect this game to sell well, to be frankly honest, even with the, the controversy that's going on. That's going to be a key card or a game key card, whatever the heck you want to call it, because it's going to sell well. Because you guys cannot control yourselves. I know I beat this like to hell and back, but it's the absolute truth though. You guys cannot control yourselves at all. And that's why we say to you guys, don't buy this stuff. Don't just, like, you have so much control over here, it's not even funny. Like, for example, when the Helldivers controversy happened, and that happened on my channel too because I covered it and everything, do you realize that we made PlayStation bow to the PC gamers because they were forcing things upon us? Now imagine that you guys could actually do the same to Nintendo by simply telling them no and not purchasing I should say, not purchase anything for 2 years. Watch how fast Nintendo crumbles under your guys' fingers. You guys would gain control back straight from Nintendo. But you know what, though? You guys won't do it. You don't, because you can't control yourselves. But I know what you're probably some people are going to say in the comment section. But Gara, you bought Legend ZA, where you're just like one of us. No. You know what Gara did? Gara rented it from Gamefly. So in technicality, I'm not a counted number like you guys are. My money did not go to, I should say, Game Freak or Nintendo or the Pokemon Company. It went straight to Gamefly. So yeah, bit of a spoiler alert. I got this game for, well, I beat this game in about 30, 40 hours, and I actually only paid $15 versus you guys had to pay $70. Yeah, you guys' purchasing power is absolutely screwed, and you guys are just screwed in the long run. Unless you stand up for yourselves, but hey, I doubt it. But anyway, you know what? Enough to degrading your guys' selves. I'm sorry, but the mask had to come off. Somebody had to tell you the blunt truth on that one, to be frankly honest. But you know what, though? Thank you very much for sticking around this long. I know I was a little harsh in this one, but someone's got to say, But, like I always say, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, you want more of my coverage? You want more of my news? You want more of my fanboy content? More of my reviews? And spoiler alert, I'm working on the Digimon one. Then, well, subscribe to the channel because I'll definitely bring more for you guys. But besides that, fam, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Later, fam.